Hey guys, so if you haven't heard, I will be doing reviews of The Mandalorian Season 2 up until the end of December, and I will come out with a new video every Saturday, so be tuned for that. Now, with such a great episode this week, I thought it would only be appropriate to review Episode 3 of this season. This newest episode is called The Heiress, and the reason for that is because it features the first live-action appearance of Bo-Katan. She is the heiress of the throne, and she's also the sister of Duchess Satine, which makes her the rightful ruler of Mandalore at this point. The episode begins with Mando's ship practically limping for life as he lands in a nearby water planet. Well, he doesn't really land, he just kind of falls onto the landing pad and then kind of plops off and falls into the water, so you couldn't really call it landing. So some local fishermen lift his boat out of the water with a crane and put it back on the landing pad. So he pays someone to fix it, and he takes the frog lady from the last episode he was supposed to bring her to this planet. He takes her over, and they find the husband, I guess, and they reunite. A lot of people were complaining on Twitter and online that the frog lady didn't really do much in the last episode and was kind of filler and all this stuff. I really enjoyed the last episode. I thought it was a great alien reference. I thought it was a really good, really action-packed, and I liked it. I don't know about everyone else, though. So we asked the male frog to lead him to the Mandalorian, because that's why he was here, to find some other Mandalorians of his kind. And the frog guy points to the bar where he goes, and he gets some food for Baby Yoda. So he asks the bartender if he's seen any Mandalorians, because he went to go see the bartender, because he knows something about it. And he goes tells another guy that someone's here to see him, and the guy comes up, and he says he can show him where Mandalorians are if he takes a few days sail. So he goes on a sailboat, and yeah. I think there's a lot of jumping around in this season from place to place looking for Mandalorians, but I think we kind of expected that towards the end of the last season he was going to be doing that, because obviously it takes a lot of searching to find someone of your kind, especially a Mandalorian. So the person who's on the sailboat with him asks Baby Yoda and Mandalorian if they want to see, it's some animal, like kind of like a sarlacc pit, but it's in ocean, I guess. They ask him if he wants to see them eat, and they say sure, I guess, and the guy pushes Baby Yoda in. So Mandalorian goes after him, and he's kind of trapped down there because someone closed a cage on him. And then you see a bunch of people fighting up above the cage, and you're like, who is that? And you find out that it is Bo-Katan and two other Mandalorians saving him, and it turns out it's the Mandalorians that he was actually searching for. This is the really interesting part. You see, they take off their helmets, and Mando's all confused. He's like, oh, this isn't in the code. You're not real Mandalorians. And they tell him, they're like, oh, then you're not a Mandalorian because you must be a part of a different sect of the Mandalorian. Like, we're actual Mandalorians. We're from Mandalore, and we can actually take off our helmets. It's how it works. It's you're part of a different brand of Mandalorians, as you could say. So in the Clone Wars, there was this religious cult, you could say, called the Death Watch, and basically their goal was to convert Mandalore back to its old society where they were more violent and they're like warlords, and they took over different planets and things like that. But the leader didn't want that. She was a pacifist. She was, again, the sister of Bo-Katan, and that, I guess, the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, he's from the Death Watch. So he's confused and kind of upset. He doesn't know whether he's been a true Mandalorian this whole time. So he flies away, and he gets into a little bit more trouble with some other people. And again, the other Mandalorians, including Bo-Katan, they come and rescue him again. And they sit down and go to a bar for a drink. He asks them if they know any Jedi, because he knows that Baby Yoda is Force sensitive, and Jedi have the same power that Baby Yoda does. So he wants to find out more about them. And they said they'll tell him if they help him with the mission that they're on. And basically, they're trying to infiltrate an Imperial ship that has the Darksaber on it, which is what the weapon that Moff Gideon had at the end of Season 1. So they have to get into that ship and find the Darksaber. Mando agrees, and they start fighting. It's a really cool action sequence. They're on the top of the ship, basically outside, and the ship is coming up into the atmosphere. So it's pretty cool. They're flying up while they're on the ship. They're trying to get inside, but they're all kind of getting flown around. The captain finds out that someone's on the ship, and they think it's pirates, but then they later find out that it's 4 Mandalorians, and they find out that they're looking for the Darksaber, and they tell her, Bo-Katan, that the Darksaber is not on here and that Moff Gideon has it. So they eventually drive out the Imperials and save the ship, and before Mando leaves with Baby Yoda, Bo-Katan tells Mando about Ahsoka and how she can help with Baby Yoda's powers and helping controlling them and figuring out more about his species. And they leave and they fly away, going to search for Ahsoka Tano, and that's how the episode finishes. Overall, I really like this episode. I can't wait to see more, and I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe and leave a like and comment, and may the Force be with you.